we're going to take a look at the circular flow model here. The circular flow model goes ahead and depicts how money flows throughout our economy. You're not going to have to draw this for the AP exam, so you don't have to memorize how to draw it, but you do have to understand how money flows throughout the economy. We have some major components here. Businesses, which we can kind of think of as that, I sub G if we're looking at it for the purposes of aggregate demand. We have government, the G component here. We have households, which can kind of represent your C, the consumer spending. And then down here, we have the foreign market, which represents our X sub N component of aggregate demand. We need to understand that a market is simply a place where things are exchanged. For example, we're constantly exchanging our labor for money. Households will be able to supply labor in exchange for money. The households will then take that money and exchange it for goods and services. These exchanges are going to take place throughout the market. You'll see that households will be able to supply their labor. Households will supply their labor. Labor is a resource. It is a factor of production. It is an input. This labor is going to be supplied to businesses and firms. In exchange for that labor, businesses or firms will provide those workers with an income or money. It would be their wages, income, their labor cost. It's an income coming in here. So it's their money. Trying to do green for money here for you guys. Now, as soon as you get the money, you get rid of it. You're going to see that money is going to be used to buy goods and services. You're going to buy these goods and services through the product market, or also known as the output market. So we're going to go ahead and take that money. This is going to go as essentially revenue to the businesses. Their revenue coming into the businesses. It's the money. And in exchange, businesses are going to provide people with goods and services. Goods and services. Goods and services. At the center of everything, we have the government. The government is going to take in money from the people in the form of taxes. They're going to take in money from businesses in the form of business taxes. In exchange, the government is going to provide the public with public goods and services. Misspelled that, sorry, public goods and services. And we have again those public goods and services. These would be your roads, your bridges, your infrastructure, your military, your police, your hospitals, your schools, and stuff like that. Now, not all of the money by households is going to be spent on products made in the United States. and not all the products made in the United States are going to be sold to people in the United States. Some of these items are going to go into the foreign market, your imports and your exports. You will see that businesses will be able to provide some of their products to the foreign market. This is an export. And people will go ahead and buy some of those products from the foreign market. They'll exchange their money for those foreign products and they'll come in, and those will be imports. Now, there's still sometimes a little bit of money left over. People might not spend all of their income on goods and services from domestic and foreign markets and taxes. They might have some left over. They could give this to the banks or the financial institutions, and this would be their additional money, their savings. Businesses might have additional profits left over as well that they haven't spent on labor or output of products through expansion or through business taxes, and they have ability to have those profit or savings as well. Savings or profits might go to these financial markets down here. Oh, sorry. And the financial markets, these banks will just simply take that extra money that's coming in, and they'll loan it back out to other households, to other businesses, or to the government. And this is how money flows throughout the economy. We have the different markets of households, governments, businesses, and foreign markets. We have the resource market, where you're exchanging your labor for money. And you have the product market, where we're exchanging money for goods and services. The foreign market is just that exchange of money for imports or money for exports. In the financial market, we have additional dollars coming in from businesses and households, and then that money is going to leave in the form of loans or investments to households, governments, or other businesses. That's it. Have a great day.